There we go. Now I can see both screens. Hello, welcome. Hello, my sweet friends. Okay, let me get my screens where they need to be so I can see what I need to see. I'm going to jump on very, very quickly. We're not going to do any actual scrapbooking today. I want to show you my box of happiness that came in last night. It got delivered about 9:30 in the evening. And yes, I am not ashamed to say I ran outside in my nightgown. I did a quick, I was going to do a full proper unboxing, but I remembered that a lot of the items that I ordered are back ordered. So I wanted to do an inventory check with what was in the box versus what was on my sheets saying they were back ordered. And I also wanted to have time to go to the hobby shop and pick out the DMC thread so I could show you how I match it up and let you know that I am going to be updating the list today and getting the list onto Facebook today. So along with the box of happiness, I'm also going to show you how I organize my new paper collections. This is something that I recently learned how to do. I was watching a video. I think her name is Craft Some Joy or Craft with Joy. She's a creative memories consultant, and let me tell you, her paper organization is on point. So I just wanted to share, she does it a little bit differently than I do, but I'm going to share the way that I adapted it to fit me. And right now I have all of my paper collections in a crate that has wheels on it that I can roll around the room. But once I get moved into the new studio, I will have a paper island. And one side of the paper island, so 8 cubes, will be pattern paper, and then the other side of the paper island, 8 cubes, will be cardstock. So, and considering I have 80 colors on those racks, because each of those racks hold 40, 8 cubes might just do it. As far as the cardstock is concerned, not really sure. But let's jump in. Let me show you everything that I have. I have some stuff over here. I have some stuff over here to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. And I also have a cat right here. He's eyeballing the thread. Pardon me. So you might see a dumpling cameo if I start moving the thread around and the kitten in him gets to be a bit much. So let's get started. So anytime you order from the website or with your consultant, you will receive the current catalogs. So this is the new core catalog, so they're sending this one out free with the order for right now. And then this is the seasonal catalog, so this is September, October, and then this one is all year. Now Janine gave me a copy of both of these catalogs at retreat, so these are going to be my spares. So probably what I will do is I will pop this one in my little tote, my little shoulder tote that I take with me to my day crops and stuff, and then this will just be an extra. So I'm going to set these aside, and we're going to talk shimmer trim. So the first thing that, let me move this over, you guys, this will come in just a moment, but you'll understand. So shimmer trims, I bought all 4 of the new ones. So we have lemonade, bluebell, flamingo, and grape are the new ones. So those are the new colors. I'll bring it up so you can see. Oh, we're getting clear that way. I adore shimmer trim. To me, it's kind of taken the place of ribbon because it adds just a tiny bit of sparkle, and it's self-adhesive, and it's flat. So I adore shimmer trim. I did order all of the re-inkers, and then Glacier. Glacier is an old color, but I needed a new re-inker, so I ordered that one. One is back ordered. Bluebell is back ordered, so I will not be getting that in for probably be in at the end of the month. So grape, avocado, scarlet, Sundance, desert rose, flamingo, cinnamon, and then I'm missing bluebell, and then I had to replace Glacier because I was completely out. And I am changing the way that I store these, so I probably am not going to show you the bucket they're in right now because that's going to change, and I will reveal it during the scrap room tour when my new studio is finished. So we'll just move these over. I bought a packet of wood buttons. I bought a packet of wood hearts. So there's the buttons. There's the hearts. And then this is wood stars. probably should have gotten 2 of these, but I already know that I want to order another pack of Bluebell cardstock. I want to order another wood paper, which I'll show you that one. So I'll probably add this on, but I'll do that order next month. Or with the next core catalog. And then this is something they've never done before. And it intrigued me, so I had to buy it. It's called the Bright 6x6 Bright Stack is what it's called. And it is, can't remember how much it was. Let me get the catalog and look at it. Hold on one second. I think it's in this one. 6x6 Bright Stack is $14.95. Basically what it is 48 sheets of their best-selling pattern paper that has been resized from 12x12 to 6x6. So it's not just, when I first saw it, I thought it was just, hey, they took their extra paper, chopped it into 4, and they're reselling it. No, they resized it. And there's also no zip strips to cut off. Because while I love the zip strips to see my colors that are used in the patterns, I don't like cutting them off. So there's 4. So basically you're getting a 12x12 piece of paper. There's 4 and they're all double-sided. So these are some of their best-selling individual papers. And yes, I'm going to go through all of these real fast because I want you to see what they are. Because I was intrigued, and I really have not ever been a 6x6 girl. Wasn't really interested in buying 6x6 paper packs, or you see them in the shops, and you see them in different scrapbooking companies that they sell. Don't knock my phone over, you little fur face. They sell them with the paper lines and stuff. I've never been a 6x6 girl until I purchased Allison Davis's 6x6 sketches. It just opened up a whole new world for me. Ooh, I like that. That looks stitched. A lot of these can be used they're perfect for card making. Ooh, I like that. You know what, I am really happy with this paper pack. I am really, really happy with this. I can see myself using every single sheet of this paper pack. Yeah, I'm going to be using all of this. I am very happy. Close to my heart. If anybody there is listening, y'all can do this again with different collections. This is going to be a hit. I like this. Set that aside. One of my ink pads showed up. The rest of my ink pads are all back ordered. So one showed up, Flamingo showed up, so this is the one little one that I have, which I'm okay. It's fine. I was really hoping that my paper would show up, all of my papers in. We're good. So I ordered the September stamp of the month. I haven't bought a stamp of the month since I stopped being a consultant, but this one just struck me. This one just, there you go, now you can see it. This one just, it's all about scrapbooking. It is let the good times roll. I just had to scrapbook this. Scrapbooking is my love language. We came, we saw, we captured. Here for the memories, memories collected. Do not disturb, I'm making memories. Love, which has got the design and then the outline. Our story, eat, sleep, scrapbook, repeat. I love that. Absolutely love that. So this was the stamp of the month. So if you want it outright, it is 20 bucks, something like that. Or if you have a $50 order, it's $5. I absolutely love this stamp set. The next one, this is the only stamp set in the catalog that I had to purchase besides the stamp of the month. And this is the Paw Prints on Your Heart. You better not be. No. You know, you have a box. Go play in your box. You have a brand new close. Good boy. You have a brand new close to my heart box. Go get in it. This one is Paw Prints on Your Heart. I'm sorry, guys. Kitten. And it is basically when your pet passes away. I bought this specifically for card making because I know several members of my friends and family that are pet people. And you know, when your kids grow up and they move out and they go away, guess what becomes your kids? Your pets become your kids. And those pets, you know, they only have a short amount of time that they're with you. And I love the fact that this is a cat and a dog. So it's kind of a combined stamp set. And it just, you know, you want to send them a sympathy card because I didn't really understand, and I'm going to be truthful, I did not understand the loss of a pet truly until Radar died. And that hit me hard. So going through what I went through with Radar, this was a must stamp set for me. So that I can make cards and recognize some, you know, a friend of mine's, their loss when their pet crosses the Rainbow Bridge. So that's why I needed to have that one. And then this one, Janine popped in my box. It's a little one of their petite perks, so the consultants can get these and give them away as gifts. And it says, "You look ravishing." So I can see myself doing quite a bit with that. So I'm going to scoot this stuff over real fast. I'm going to put the petite perk right there because I can see my cat taking off with it. And we're going to scoot the paper in the frame. Okay, so what I did is I basically, last night after I did my inventory, I took a tab punch and I just punched out the one corner of a piece of paper that I'm going to use in my, let me grab it. So what I do is, this is a page protector, just a plain page protector. I cut the holes off and I slip one piece of cardstock, one full sheet of piece of cardstock in this page protector to act as a dust guard, to show me what color, to keep the cats from chewing on it. So they normally always will get the top sheet. They leave your bottom sheets alone. And it also gives me a good spot to put scraps. So it just acts like a little envelope for scraps. Now when I move over to my other paper, my paper island, this will peel off, it's reusable, and I'll put it from here to here, and my paper will stand up like this. So the tab will be right here instead of being down here. So basically what I did is I took one piece of cardstock, I punched out a tab, and then I put that piece of cardstock in this sleeve. And then I took my main DMC list and I put those tabs in the color family on my main DMC list. And then I just went to Hobby Lobby this time because it was next to where I wanted to have lunch. And I basically just lined up as best I could and matched them up as best I could. Sometimes you get an exact match. Sometimes you get a close match. Like grape, that's as close as I could get. Avocado, that's as close as I could get. You know, and then Sundance is on the other page. So, and that's exactly how I find my DMC threads. I just, you know, pop a squat on the floor and match them up as best or as close as I can get it. Hey! Pardon guys, he is chewing on cords. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Trying to keep my cat from getting a perm. So anyway, that's the way I do it. That's just a squirt bottle of water for when I can't reach him. I can't run with cerebral palsy, so a squirt bottle is the best way for me to train. So there we go. So I'm going to put this list aside and I'm going to show you the colors. Well, I need that. I need that there. So cinnamon is 3830. So in the package it doesn't look like it matches. But when you take the paper out of the sleeve, that's the word I'm looking for. See how well? Or I don't know if you can see how well, but that matches pretty darn close. So that's cinnamon. Do I need to go get the squirt gun? He is soaking wet. The problem with Tim Holtz's is they fine mist. It takes quite a bit to register with them. They're getting wet. I need to actually bring in my larger squirt bottle that's got more of an impact. So anyway, cinnamon. And then this is Desert Rose. I'm going to pull these out so you can see them. Desert Rose is $3.56. Now I will update this list later on today and I will pop it into the Facebook group. Let me see if I can turn this top light off and see if you can see it better. Oh, maybe. Is that too dark? I think it's a bit dark. Okay. So Desert Rose. And this is Grape. So Grape. See, Grape, I got it as close as I could. It's the thread is a tiny bit darker than the paper. But sometimes you get it spot on. Sometimes you just get as close as you can get. Now for Bluebell, I almost, because I was having a really hard time matching Bluebell. And honestly, Twilight was a really good match in the store. You got to figure you're working with fluorescent lights in the store. But I'm glad I went with 160. At least I think all these are 160, I hope. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad I went with 160. I think that's as close as I could get. Twilight was a really close match. The Twilight number is 931 and this is 160. So it was a really close match. I still have some Twilight so I can play back and forth with it if I feel like I need to, depending on what layout that I have. Avocado about kicked my butt. This is such a strange color green that I had a really hard time matching it up. It's not a bright, but it's not a mute. And I mean, I hope that works. This is $4.70. I even had my mother looking. I was just like, I'm going colorblind. My mask was driving me crazy. Good boy. Let's just leave the squirt bottle right there, shall we? Good boy, you might want to watch your tail. So don't roll over your tail. So, but I even had my mother helping me on this one because it was driving me batty. They were either too muted or too bright. There was really not one that was spot on. You can get in your box. Oh, you're trying to. Okay. Right now he's so little he has to hop on my paper, crawl across my paper, get on a rack, and then he comes up the back into the window. And then he gets in his box. And I normally will not let the cats crawl on my paper, but... Okay, so Sundance was another one that it's not quite bright, but it's not quite muted. And this 3852 was about as close as I could get. The other one that would have worked would have been, well, Autumn Terracotta would have been too dark. But that was 3826. Gold Rush may have been close at 976. Gold Rush, Saffron, those would have all been in the right range. So with this color, I'll be able to use any one of those threads depending on the layout and the color scheme of that layout. And I will say that's kind of why I'm doing a master list, because sometimes when you're using, or when you're doing a layout and you want to use stitching, you don't exactly want it to match sometimes. Maybe you want it to be one shade off or one shade darker. So it just works. So Flamingo. Now to me in the paperbacks, Flamingo looks an awful lot like Cotton Candy. Cotton Candy thread would probably work, but I don't have that number. That's the one DMC number that I'm missing, but I have a feeling that it is 3326 because look how close that is. That is super close. And the actual color of this reminds me a lot of Cotton Candy. Pardon my derriere. It's just a tiny, it's like one shade off. So you're seeing it differently in the lights, but it's like one shade off. So that's Flamingo. And then the last one is Scarlet. Scarlet is a weird little color. Scarlet and Cinnamon are very, well actually Scarlet, Cinnamon, and Desert Rose are really, really close, all three of them. That is going to make for some really pretty tone-on-tone papers. And I think I hit it right on the mark with this one. This is 22. So I think I got that one perfectly. But when you put all three of these together, that's going to make for some really pretty tone-on-tone. So, and I don't know if the colors are coming through with you guys, but these are some gorgeous colors that have some nice depth to them. Okay, so for this next part, I'm going to gather these up. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get 4 of my page protectors, my labels, and my label maker, because I want to make my my sleeves while I'm showing you the paper. Hold on one moment. So these are the sleeves that I'm using for my collections. For my paper racks, I'm going to be using just a page protector that I cut the sleeve, I cut the holes off of. That's the word I'm looking for. But these are record sleeves from the Checkout store. That's the brand I got them on for Amazon. And they're slightly bigger than a page protector, which is nice for your thicker collections. So the first one that I'm going to show you is the wood grain paper. And I'm actually going to buy several more packs of these. I think this is in the core catalog. Let me double check before I open my big mouth. But I believe this is in the core catalog. Yes, there it is. So there's the wood grain. If it's in the core catalog, it's available all year long. If it's in the seasonal catalog, it's only available September, October. So I will be ordering many more packs of this because I am a sucker for wood grain. So let me show you the patterns. So this is, it looks like 2x4s. And then parquet, maybe? I know there's a wood for that. This is darker. And then lighter. And I even love the zip strips on these. And you know me, I don't normally love the zip strips. I love the zip strips on these. I will be buying many, many more packs of this paper. Love this one. That kind of looks like my desk. Okay, so this is wood grain. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put wood grain, and then I'm going to put 2020. Now if it's any other line of paper like Echo Park or Cartabella, with Echo Park I would put EP, the name of the paper, and then what year. With Cartabella I would put CB and the name of the paper and the year. But because I mostly buy close to my heart, most of my paper is going to be close to my heart, I don't need to mark it. And I'm putting the year because my best friend and I were talking. Sorry, my phone is on silent, but it appears that text don't silence. But anyway, my best friend and I were talking at retreat about how long have we had this paper, how long has this paper been in our stash, and sometimes we could remember, sometimes we couldn't. So I decided that I'm going to start marking my collections with the year. And I have to stop and think because on my cardstock I have to do this upside down. But on these I can do it right side up. So I'm going to just take my page protector and I'm going to slide in all of the paper. And then I'm going to just, these are put like post-it note labels so I can peel it off. And just slide it anywhere I want to. And now it is in a sleeve. It has an open top. I don't have to worry about keeping, zipping it up or whatnot. They are slightly thicker than the bags that the Close to My Heart paper comes in. And I have attached a label. And I'll just pop this down into my crate. So my next kit is going to be Lovely. So let me make a thingy real fast. And I know I could be doing these in a line. Oop. See if I can get the closet. I see you. Nope. You don't need in there. No, you don't. I ran out. I just have these in my Amazon subscribe and save, so they just show up automatically. And I will show you the paper pad and let you see it. Just wanted to attach that before the kitties decided they wanted my labels. So this, I ordered the paper and the sticker sheet. So this is the sticker sheet. It's 12 by 12 cardstock stickers. I think Lovely is also in the core catalog, because the next two are in the seasonal. So this is another one that is available all year long. The only one that I didn't get that's in the core catalog is the birthday. Oh, I like that a lot. I like those colors. The birthday paper was more on the smaller child side, and since I don't have smaller children, it just didn't make sense for me to, oh, that's so pretty. Did not make sense for me to get that one. Okay, these are really pretty. I'm going to be ordering a bunch of the Bluebell paper. I know it's a color of the year, but I actually wish this one, oh, I wish the Bluebell was a full color. Although, I've been saying that with all of the colors of the year. There hasn't been a color of the year yet that I haven't wished it was a full paper. And because it's 12 by 12 sticker, I'm going to just put it all in with the collection and keep it all together. When they first came out with the 12 by 12 stickers, I really wasn't big on it because I was like, oh, well, that kind of screws up the way I store my stuff. Until I saw the Craftware Joy and the way she does her stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So there we go. I love that these are Post-it notes. The only thing that is not removable is once you put your sticker down, it doesn't come back up. So once you put your Brother Scan and Cut label, that doesn't come back up. So if you have to change out the actual wording of the label, just take it off, throw it away. These are lovely. Okay, so the next one is going to be part of the core catalog. And for this, I actually got the wood shapes that go with it. So this is Bloom with Grace. If I could spell, this would be better. And then I'm going to do Comfort and Joy. Set that aside. Hope the cat didn't see it. And I'm using my label maker because I really don't like my handwriting. So anytime I can use my label maker to make something more readable, I'm going to. So this is Bloom with Grace. Now I will probably take these wood shapes out. I did buy them separately, but I put them together so I could show you everything together. I will probably take these out and put them in with my wood veneer. So this is the matching wood shapes that go with this paper pack. So again, with the cardstock sticker sheet. And that has, it's just, these colors are fantastic. You know, when I first saw Sundance and Avocado, I'm going to be honest, my first thought was here come the 70s. But I'm really liking how they put these colors together with the rest of the paper line. This is a smaller pack of paper than Lovely, and it's also cheaper than Lovely. This paper pack with the sticker sheet, I believe, was $9.99 with the sticker sheet. Yes, $9.95. Paper pack sticker sheet, $9.95. The Lovely was $15 because there's more paper. So this is Bloom with Grace. I'm going to put my sticker sheet in front. And I'm going to put my shapes with my wood veneer so they don't get broken. Right, if I had it in my paper racks, I probably wouldn't worry about it because I would have a little more room. But right now, with it being in my crate, I don't want these to get squished. So I'm going to put those with my wood veneers. And then last is my Comfort and Joy. And with this, I also purchased the die cut that comes with it, and I put them all in the same baggie so I wouldn't lose them. Now the die cuts are going to be a little bit hard to see because they have not been punched out. Right now it looks just like a gold piece of paper, but if you flip it over, you can see all of the different die cuts that come with it. So I did purchase these. It used to come with like 3 or 4 different sheets, and it was too much. So I like the fact that it's just one little sheet of die cuts. And then the stickers have some gold foiling on them. So these are really pretty. And then here's the paper. Again, this is a smaller paper pack, so it is $9.95. I love, this is striking me, that color scheme, and even this one. So the fact that these are front and back are going to be a problem for me because I'm going to want to use both sides. And because this is flat, I'm going to leave this in with the paper, and I'm also actually going to leave it in its little zippy because as these break out, they can just fall into the zippy, and I won't lose anything. Now with these little labels, I just order them. You know, anytime I've got a Amazon order, they're like $3 a packet, so I just throw them in my cart. I wish they would subscribe and save. I would have them just as subscribe and save because I can see using these everywhere. And there we go. So then in my crate, they're going to be like this. And see how it's just really easy to see what they are. And so that's all of my paper packs. So as you can see, I placed a very large order. But one of the habits that I have not been able to break yet from being a consultant is the need to have all the colors at one time, so that as I'm creating, I don't have to go, oh, you know, I'm not looking at this paper pack going, I need scarlet and I didn't order scarlet yet, so I can't do anything with this paper pack because I'm missing the cardstock. No, I had to have all my cardstock at the same time. Now that being said, I saved my money all year for this catalog release. I know that every August, September they have a color change. I know that I'm going to spend, hold your breath, I'm going to spend about $400. But I also, this is what I love to do. This and diamond painting are my hobbies. This is, you know, this is what I do. And this is a once a year purchase. And if you break $400 down by month, it's $33 a month. So it's worth it to me to save my money all year long, get all of my colors, all of my re-inkers, all of my stamp pads, all at the same time. And then I can play around with the paper. And I don't have to worry, you know, if I'm card making or if I have a paper pack, I don't have to worry, oops, I haven't bought that color yet. So it just works for me. It may not work for you. But with that and my Brother P-Touch labeler, I keep wanting to say Brother Scan and Cut because I have that too, I am set up for the year. So all I have to do now is just put the paper in my paper racks. I've already got my placeholders in there. And I have to wind my thread and get it into my thread box. And I also need to pull out my retired threads and put them in the spare box. My threads are the only thing that I actually pull out the retired colors. Everything else, my retireds are mixed in. But I just do not have the box space for all of my colors to be in the same embroidery box. So those have to be pulled out. So again, very short little live today. Thank you so much for joining me. I know that you have different things that you could be doing, and I am very thankful that you choose to spend a few minutes of your day with me. I hope you enjoyed the content. Until next time, bye.